guys, it's Friday again. Can you believe it? I can't. Another week has gone by, and you know what? I did something really cool with those shells. You know how we made the connectors out of them last time? Well, I made some cool stuff. And while I think it would take too long in a video like this to show you step by step what I did, you know what? You guys have been with me a long time, plus you watch many other jewelry videos too. I know you do. You know how to do it already. You just got to think, what do I want on there, right? So, come on over here, and I'm going to show you what I made. Hey, so we're back, and before I get into the making of how we did all this stuff, or I did all this stuff this week, I want to talk to you a little bit about commenting. I know I posted something on my community page here, and I posted something on Facebook. I did on Instagram too, I think, wherever I could post it. I know I've been kind of talking about, please comment, please comment, please comment. But YouTube is saying now that it's a great time for small channels like mine, and mine is a small channel, even though it has, you know, over 43,000 subscribers. You know, I don't know where they are. But I'm happy they subscribed. I'm really happy they subscribed. And maybe they're tuning in for a little bit or whatever, and that's all great. But the commenting thing, where you comment under the description of the video, if you've come to watch the video already, if you could just take a moment, even if you don't watch the whole video, just take a moment and just say, hey Brenda, it's nice to see you today. I mean, anything helps a lot. And that doesn't only help me, but I know you guys, like I said, have lots of other people you watch out there too. When you comment on a content creator's video, because that's what they call people like me and like them who do videos to instruct, when you comment, it makes a difference in YouTube that they show the video to more people, okay? I need to expand my audience, and many of them have to too. That's how we can continue to stay here and make videos. You probably hear public TV where they go on and on every so often. They do a campaign that says, oh, if you appreciate what we do, you know, you'll do the blah, 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 blah. You know, well, they're always talking about money. I'm not talking about money here. I'm talking about the simple act of leaving a comment, which costs you nothing, but we can't do it. We need the people who watch us to do it. And Javi found something interesting out about commenting that maybe would work even better for you. I don't know, but it helps us, and she's going to tell you about it now.
Yeah, and don't forget to like the video too, because that's very important. And remember, after you comment, even if it's a question, hey, just tell us what you want in the next video, you know?
And we comment on all of them.
You know, if you have an idea, we can make it happen.
Yeah, we can.
And don't forget to share the video. Even if you have to click share and copy link, it helps us boost for somewhere.
Well, how do they do that, Javi?
You just click on the little, there's like, I think the like, comment, and share buttons on the top right under the video. And you click on that, and there's going to be a copy link, or, you know, Facebook probably, and other places you could post it at. So you can do that if you want. That would help us a lot. We wouldn't mind you guys sharing us at all.
No, we can find it in different places. That doesn't happen for me very often. My things don't get shared a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know why, because they're valuable content. A lot of people have told me for many years, because you know I've been on here for almost 15 years. And many, many people have told me surprising things over there. Some things made me cry. That they said that videos help them so much. And that when they get depressed, they watch them, because sometimes they feel encouraged by them, which is like huge for me.
Their comments are so great too, because they're so encouraging.
Yes.
Because I'm like, oh my gosh, you made my day, literally.
Yeah, yeah. And like, when you come to the creative group at Facebook to participate there, everybody there is so encouraging. We almost never see somebody's having a grumpy day. And I don't see that happen at YouTube much either. Back in the day, there was a lot of that at YouTube, but people kind of settled down not doing that so much, and I'm glad. But if you leave a comment, we will respond. So if you have a question about anything, something you don't understand, whatever, we always respond. If I don't see something, Javi will. If she doesn't know the answer, she'll get hold of me and say, hey, you got to talk to those people.
Yeah.
They forgot. You forgot them. So anyway, don't worry about it. But I just wanted to comment that this is not just for me. It's for all content creators, especially the small ones that you follow. leave us comments, please, because it matters.
Oh, and don't forget, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and Facebook, because we have accounts there. We would love you if you could just follow us there.
Yeah, if you can make it
If
happen.
you
I know
can. It's
that
a
might be
little
too much
step,
for
I
you.
know.
And I know you can't comment every week. You don't see the videos every week. Maybe you don't see them for a while. It's okay. When you do come, if you watch a little bit of the video, if you don't watch this whole thing, just go down, make a comment. Hey, I was here. It was great to see you. Just anything, or ask a question. If you like the video, come back, watch it, whatever. I just would be thrilled to see you there, and I know my fellow content creators would be as well. So anyway, that's enough of that, but we wanted to put it at the beginning because we wanted to be sure you heard it, and that you didn't go away before you didn't hear it. But now we're going to tell you about this, and I hope you hang around to see this, because yins are going to like it. Yins, listen to me. Pittsburghese. You're going to like this, and it's not hard. So the last video we talked a lot about making connectors and whatnot. Is this going the right way, Javi, so that you can see? Okay. So we just took the shells and we put a little wire in there, and looped it. Then finally we thought, oh, it's better just leave the wire hanging out and then loop it afterwards and twirl it. That was the best way. But anyway, if you go back to last week, if you didn't see the video on making connectors, it came out last Monday, June 23rd, 2025. You'll see how I did it. And of course, I improved it as I went along in that very video, so you will too. So take a look at that. But this is what I did with everything when it all set up. See, what I did is I made these things. Just simple shells and just connect, put connectors, put loops in them. And it's epoxy sculpt in there. And then as we went along, we found out, we should add a little pattern to it, make it cute. So we found a way to do that. The more we did, the more we figured out. But it was so cool, because when I first started making these, I can't remember the name of this shell. You want to say a clamshell, but it's not. There's something else more specific. But I saw the possibility here of making bracelets.
Sorry if there's a kitty meowing.
Yeah, there's a cat. She's fussy because she's not getting the kind of cat food she wants, because it's not good for her. She wants wet food all the time. No, Chica, you're not getting it. Okay, so anyway, so I thought, what would happen if I did that? Well, look, it was a happy time when what I planned did work out, and I made this cool bracelet. I found 5 of them that went together, that were, kind of about the same size. And I did a little bit of the Perfect Pearls pearlescent top on this, and then I did go ahead and seal them with Krylon, just in case. Both sides, I did it. And I'm glad I did. It seems to be a little bit better. Although they say, with epoxy sculpt, you don't have to do that. As long as it's wet, it will just suck up into the epoxy. That's fine. But the thing is, these shells are not epoxy sculpt. They're a natural part of the earth. So you're going to have to put, to put the pearly stuff on, you have to use clear embossing ink, and then the Perfect Pearls, which if you go back to the last video that I'm talking to you about that was made on June 3rd, 2025, you will see how I did it. It's so easy, it's crazy. Just let it sit, and the next day come back and seal it with some spray. In fact, I think I did satin. It gave it a little bit of a shimmer, richer thing. I did a satin. Usually I do matte, but I did satin. So on this, all I did was I just matched them up to how they would fit from the ones that I made. I made quite a few, so I would have some. And it took me 6 of them. And they're not perfectly matched, because nothing in nature is, But they're close enough, so they go. And then what I did is I triple jump ringed them in between. Can you see that? Let me get my pointer out. Yeah, you triple jump ringed it. And what was bad is I had some old jump rings that I wanted to use, and I didn't realize that they were iron, which I pay more attention now. Anyway, I had to use them so I could get the project done. But they're good, they're fine, but they're harder to work with, so you always want to use the brass one, 18 gauge, when you can get them. But I had to use these because it's what I had in my workbox. But anyway, then I used these little pressed shell drops. They're glass. They're crystal AB glass. And then these are the turquoise, simulated turquoise, which I don't know how it's simulated turquoise when it looks like that, but That's what they call it. Starfish. And I sometimes have them on the site. Sometimes I don't for a while, and then I get some. Sometimes I have them this kind of color. Sometimes I have them turquoise color. Lots of different things like that. If you need some, you don't have them, just give me a shout out. And I do have a full hank of them, and I'll make sure some get on if they're not on there right now, okay? Because they're fun to have. And I use the ball end head pins, you can see, because I just thought it gave it a nice, finish. But anyway, so I just, what I did, when I hung my little charms, I did not hang them from this triple jump because they're facing out the wrong way for it to hang right. So what I did is I hung them right in here into the connector part. Like, okay, let me just show you a piece. Like, okay, thank you, hubby. Okay, say I'm gonna make this. I hung it in this part, right here, from there, rather into the triple jump because they're going the wrong way and they're just not gonna hang right. They look dumb and they're gonna fuss you. You're not gonna like it. So put them in there, and it worked great. So that's where they're all attached here. And I used 2 jumps, and then I hooked to that and used it like as a chain and so forth. So I just get a little dimension from it, And all I did then was just, put a loop on the end and lobster class, and woohoo, there we go. We're done. We're done. So, anyway, I'm going to show you the jump rings I use so that if you have some, you'll know you have iron, and you might want to even get rid of them because I think I might be doing that.
What gauge, what size jump ring is that anyways?
They were, I think, 8s because that's what I had. But anyway, so what I used were these things. You might have seen them on some sites. I've bought them a couple times to try them out. It's nice. They all have these things, different sizes. You can push. That little container is great. But iron jump rings you do not want. So if you're going to buy them like this, find somebody that offers them in plated brass. I don't at this time. It seems like people, they have their favorite size and just rather buy a pack of that. But anyway, if you have these, you probably have iron. And one way you can tell is if you stick a magnet in there, they'll come up and stick to it. If it's brass, it won't. The only way it might is if you have like a silver plated finish, it might still come up because there might be a little something in the finish that might attract it. I've noticed like some places put nickel in them. It's one. If you buy our gold plated, these are not ours. Ours are 18 millimeter brass gold plated, but ours do have a tiny bit of nickel in them because I'll say this one more last time, although it's not in our lesson today. To get a really good gold finish, you cannot do it without a tiny speck of nickel. This is what my plater told me several times, and believe me, that man knows. There's nothing he doesn't know about plating. He says, Brenda, I could make that finish for you nickel-free, but you're not going to like it. You know why? It's going to wear off. He says, so what I do is I prep the jump or the piece or whatever it is I'm going to do, and then I put a little tiny bead of nickel plate right on top of it, a little bit. Then I plate them gold. So that nickel is sealed in there and it doesn't touch your skin. And I've not ever had one person tell me that it irritated their skin, and nickel will do that. So it's sealed away from your skin. Okay? So you don't have to worry about that so much.
Yeah, I used to be bad at that with nickel.
Yeah, well, I'm not a person who's allergic to much, but
I'll still get like a little, like especially in earrings. If you bought
it itches your ear, and then it's kind of oozing.
Yeah.
And then like you have a necklace on. Like I had a necklace that was made from the brass hearts that we carry, but I had them plated pewter rocks because I used to do that a long time ago, like 10, 12 years ago. And what happened is it broke me all out on the neck. And here it's because pewter ox is full of nickel. Full of it.
I didn't know.
It's practically all nickel. so it did it. Because it was a warm day, you get a little bit misty, you know, and just is not a good mix of things. So that's just a little thought about it. If you have any questions about it, go ahead and ask me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I know. I've learned a lot about it over the years. I've learned a lot more recently.
Very
And
educational.
I'm happy to share with you what I know, and if I don't, I'll call my guy and ask him. And then we'll all know. Yay. Okay, so I did this. Then I did these earrings. So I had to find shells that I had done that matched up, and I thought these did pretty good. So I wanted to do like double tier. These hang pretty long. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to make some more of these. This right here is a little acrylic a flower and jonquil, matte jonquil, but these in between are Keshi pearl. So I might take and put up in there a little something. Or maybe, I don't know if this, see, we don't have a lot of room. That was my big thing when I was making this. So if I put this here, it's gonna bang into stuff and not hang right. From the bottom doesn't matter, but up here it does. So it have to be something very petite, you know, so, or tiny beads.
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh, pearls.
3mm bead maybe.
Yeah.
Would work for you. So anyway, but these are very comfortable. The only thing I would say is, so that they don't swing around too much, maybe find a way to put your connector in there that doesn't require quite so much epoxy sculpt. Because then it makes it heavy this way and it wants to twirl around. These are pretty good.
You could probably double jump it too.
You
Probably
could.
would help
You
a little
could.
bit
Yeah,
more.
might make it more stable.
Yeah.
Maybe make this one in the middle, a double jump.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just a thought. Now I have a pair in my ears too. I'm going to take them out and show you. I'm keeping these. I love them. I love them. That's what I love. Okay.
Yeah, I like those. I see
So
those
this
on-
is a little bit. This is like this size.
Oh, it
And
matches.
yeah, and then I put this guy here. This is some shells that I bought on a lark just to see how they come out. Here they came, and they had tiny little holes in them. So I'm like, well, how am I going to deal with that? You know, it really wasn't quite the kind of hole that I would want to hang something. So what did I do? I'm going to take one, and I'm going to show you what I did to make it work. Just get this to hang right here for a minute. Okay. So do you see too how I mirrored them? Can you see that? This is on this side, this is on this side, opposite. This is here, this is here. If you just put it the same on both sides, it's fine. Nobody will probably know, but this is better jewelry design if you do it this way. They should mirror. Anytime you make an earring,
You can do it!
should mirror. So anyway, let me see if I've got a loose one here. If not, I'll cut it. You can see right here. Can you see how I just took a ball end head pin and looped it through and then twirled it? You see that? If I have to, I'll take that apart and do it for you. But I'm gonna look and see, do I have one over here? Just give me a minute. I think I put some on here. Or maybe they're in the other box, which is back in my room, but anyway, I'll take it apart if I have to. I think I'm gonna have to. Okay, no problem. For you, I'll do anything. I'll do anything for you, anything. Okay, so let me just clip this out, take it out. Oops. Okay, this is so simple and it makes it easy. Now, if you notice on here, it's got, is it showing up? Okay, there's two little holes there. I'm not quite sure how that's going to help you. You know, I just need one decent hole to go through here, and I could hang it maybe with a jump, a larger one.
A big jump, yeah.
But I thought it might be fun to use a ball end head pin, so this is what I did. This is how
Oh,
I
here's a
did it.
ball head and pin.
Well, this one's better because it's shorter. Uh-huh. So I had some 2 inches and some 3.5. Okay, so I just found 2 inches. But so I'm just going to pierce this with my ball end head pin and pull it through and see there's my ball end, right? Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull it up. I do not need all that. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of it like right now. About half of it. It would be good. I could even cut it down more than that.
It's off frame because we don't want it to fly.
Yeah, we don't fly in Javi's eye. That wouldn't be very polite. to do that. Now you could take and you could twist it and wrap it and stuff. It just doesn't want to do it quite because of the dimension on this. It's better to roll it forward. So that's what I'm going to do, which is not normally what we do, but I do know that, and sometimes this method, sometimes in some cases, this method is mucho mejor. That means a lot better, as it did last I checked. Mucho mejor para ustedes. Okay, so see, I just kind of, that's not a great loop. So I might take and I might just kind of clean that up just a little bit.
That's usually what I do.
Okay. And then I'm going to wrap it forward, kind of. Just pull it forward. Get it as tight as I can without, like, breaking the seashell or anything dumb like that. Just go around, round and round, around she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Okay, you see that?
Yeah.
I got that looped around pretty good and tight. Now we want to straighten it up a little tiny bit. Okay.
Perfect.
See? That's what it looks like on the back. And you know, you can mess with it a little bit. You know, you can move it around and, you know, get it so that it stays in place real good for you. And then you could just hang from it.
Yeah, make some earrings.
Yeah. So now, what I might do with these, because they're just kind of long, you know, I might take like this one, which is larger, that I did last time. Not a very good loop. Javi's the great wire wrapper. I'm the wonky girl. Now I'll probably mangle it now. Okay, that's good enough. I'll fix that later. Anyway, from this bottom one, what I might do is take a piece of this link chain. Let me cut it. I hope this isn't stainless steel because it's oh, cut. Have you ever noticed that they have all the stainless steel stuff out now? And I don't carry a lot of it. You want to know why? Because it's a bear to cut. I hate it.
That's true.
But it's good stuff. And what I like about stainless is it matches our silver plate line real well. So what you could do is you could take this and put it on here, and then you could make a charm string out of this hanging down, and it could be a necklace focal. So you could, oh, look like the man came home. We're videoing in here.
Yeah, we're videoing here.
Let's just kind of hang them, you know, going down opposite sides. Now put one on the end that's kind of big,
Like
or maybe Javi said she liked that one. See,
Yeah, I
there's,
did like that.
There's a. Is it showing on there?
It kind of went away, but I got it. I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Yes,
I'll just move it up a little bit.
It was just me. I was out of frame.
Yeah, John just came home from work.
Put some.
Okay, so I got this one here. Maybe I'll put a bigger one. Well, these two are kind of smaller. I like them better. Yeah, I have a lot of seashells coming in, I think, well, probably today or Saturday. But I gotta go down and clean up my beadworm because it's a mess and they gotta go down there because it's a lot. But there are some really interesting things. So I put that, maybe a little bit of keshi in here, you know, just whatever. Or forget, it doesn't have to be all that. It could be bling.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it could be bling stuff, you know. It could be pearls and montees and, you know, it doesn't have to be seashells all coming from the seashell. You could have maybe one seashell on the end and the rest would be bling, whatever you want. And then you could take this and you could lark's knot it to a ring, like just a ring, finding a circlet. And then you could lark's knot it. No, you connect it to the ring, and then you could lark's knot the ring so it will go up around your neck. And I do have videos on that. I'll see if I can try to find them so that I can show you. Just take some other cord, like a 2mm maybe. Or maybe I should do another video on it. What do you think? Maybe we should do that next time, huh? I hope you're not getting sick of shells because I'm not getting sick of shells. There's so many things. Javi came in here just bursting with ideas today.
Yeah, I did.
And you know, there's
I know Brenda's probably
they're a natural product of the earth. They don't cost a ton. They have dimension. People love them. Everybody loves seashells. And it's kind of boho. It's kind of beachy, but it doesn't have to be because you could take these and you could paint them any color you want. You could have a little tissue decoupage. You could change them up so much that they could be used any time of the year. It just depends on what you do with them. Okay, so that's what I got to tell you today. I hope you'll try it. Isn't this cool? I'm telling you what, I think this has to be mine. Especially since it's got iron jumperings in it. I wouldn't sell it, but I'd wear it. But this is just, and I used like a 15 millimeter lobster on the end, which we have plenty of them. If you don't see them, just let me know. Ask me any questions you want on this video in the description, and I will answer them. And if you need more of an answer of that than that, you can find me on Facebook at Brenda Sue Lanza. You can messenger me. You can join the creative group, the Beast Boutiques creative group at Facebook, and be a part of our happy community there, which we have wonderful friends there. You'll love them. Friends are just waiting for you. Creative friends are just waiting for you. And if you need to, you can call me, and the phone number is on the website. Yeah. I don't mind taking a call for a few minutes. I love to meet people, so it's all good. I am very, very accessible. I always have been. I'm here for you, okay? So that's what I have to tell you today. And don't forget, if you need some stuff, and you want to get it from me, it's at beastofboutiques.com. If you don't, hey, I'll never know. So I don't want anybody to feel like they have to, but we could use your business right now. But more than that, please just comment. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay, I'm shutting up about that. It was great to talk to you today. Happy Friday! And we will see you next week.